Hello, you guys. It is Saturday, which is Simple Stories Saturday. It also happens to be Christmas in February. So bring on the Christmas. I've got Simple Stories, Mix and Mingle. I don't have a ton left of this collection. Actually, not very much at all. But we're going to play with the scraps I have. All these lovely stickers, embellishments. I've got all the titles. We're going to play with all of that today. I'm going to go grab some other papers maybe to bring in that'll go with this. But we're going to play with Mix and Mingle. I'm going to go pick up my photos and then we'll get started. All right, this is what I've come up with so far. So I took what I had left of the pattern paper in the collection and I grabbed a piece of Basil white cardstock. I used my Martha Stewart punch. And it always gives you like this strip. So I've arranged it so that's top, bottom, and then I took all the scraps and just layered them around my photo, and then it framed it in those reds and greens. So now I'm thinking if I can find a good green, I'm going to trim this down so it has a green border, and we'll keep the layout as such though. And we'll do some mixed media behind it. Maybe not a ton, but just enough to give it something. And then we're going to go sticker embellishment crazy. We're just going to, I might even put this down lower and go sticker embellishment crazy and just fill this area. And then put a title on top or something is what I'm thinking. Or maybe even below. And do a title up there. Ooh, that might be kind of cute. Just to fill and just Christmas cheer. You know what I mean? Like, it's just going to be filled with Christmas. So I'll use stickers. I'll use some of the foam. I'll use some of the, oh my gosh. Ephemera. And so first I got to decide what I want to do for like a background. It's not going to be super crazy. So I'm going to pick out ink colors because we'll just do some blending, I think, through a stencil just to give it something. I'm going to try and find a green or something that I could frame this with that'll go with this green color. And then I'm going to pick out all the embellishments that we'll grab and we'll keep it within this like area. So I might have to make an imaginary line that I cut it off if it's going to go over that line so it stays in this line. And I might even trim this paper down so that the white just is in that line. Ooh, if I find a paper I like. So we'll stay tuned. That might be what I do because then I can just cut off the edges and those embellishments can't go beyond it. So I'm going to go do some digging, but I wanted to kind of show you where I was at and where my thought process was. So this is where we're at. So stay tuned again. All right, I have found a bunch of colors that I'm using. So I'm using candied apple, picked raspberry, saltwater taffy. I just finished with those. To just use this stencil from Picket Fence Studios called Flourished Circle Stencil. And because I wanted a lot on the background. Oh gosh, where did this, okay. But I didn't want it solid. I thought just a sprinkling of things might be helpful. We'll see how this turns out. I'm not sure if it's what I want, but that's what we're doing. And then this is crushed olive. It's the closest to like a goldy, greeny yellow that's in this collection that I could find, especially in my stash. It's definitely an interesting color, but I think it turns out, I think it looks pretty much spot on. So there's crushed olive. And now I'm finishing with cracked pistachio and lucky clover. I think I'm just gonna do some cracked pistachio. I've done a little bit of lucky clover here and there, but I think I'm gonna do just some cracked pistachio here. Bleed it out a little. Make these colors. Okay. So now I have a very dirty stencil and a bunch of dirty brushes. So I've glued it down. I spritzed it with water. I'm still not really sure about it, but especially when I added this. But that definitely brings in the green, like pulls the green from there. And I think when I add, oh, I shouldn't have glued this down because I gotta trim it. I want to trim off the ephemera bits that get to the end so that they are all, so they're just fitting within the box. But I think when I add in things, these colors would make more sense. I don't know if there's room for all this other stuff. I probably can make it fit. Okay, I'm gonna glue the ephemera pieces down, and then we'll trim off the overhang, and then I'm gonna add some of the foam thicker bits. There, I've sprinkled more. I added good cheer at the top. This is probably the ugliest page I've ever made, you guys, unfortunately, which stinks because this is my fabulous group of design team members that I'm on with currently. And so I don't know about this page. I always think it's gonna turn out cool. Maybe I'll grow to love it. Either way, there's another page done. Christmas in February. Simple Story Saturday. I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe you can make a better version. We'll see you next time. Bye.